The right 22 are in this room to help us move forward. We have to keep pushing. Let's take the level up again. This shirt that you're going to wear cannot feel heavy. We're one big family. Yeah, we'll do anything for each other, and whatever goes on out there cannot get in.
It is July 2024. Canada's women's national team is preparing to launch its campaign at the 2024 Paris Olympics. The 22-player roster has gathered in Marbella, Spain, to maintain and build fitness and synergy ahead of the 2.5-week tournament. Head coach Bev Priestman has just under 3 weeks to put the finishing touches on the team that will be heading to the Games.
That family of 22, it's going to take us all to get this team as far as we can, but don't get me wrong, it was a really, really difficult decision, but I'm really happy it's done, we're here, and we're ready to kick on. Here in Marbella, we got 2 fixtures, Australia being the first one. And what we know from Australia, they're a top side. And I think they give us some pictures and things for some of the group stage opponents. And for us now, it's about testing us and fine-tuning a few things. Because often you learn the most about yourself when you play some top opponents. And I think we really targeted and was really, really happy to get an Australia and another top-tier opponent before we go into that Olympics.
Priestman's squad is brimming with experience. 15 players returned from Tokyo, where the team won gold. The full roster has 24 medals between them since Rio 2016. Despite the team's history of success, landing on the podium for the 4th straight games will be no easy task. After Christine Sinclair's retirement last year, the team has looked to its forwards, including Jordan Huitema, to help lead the line. Initially named as an alternate in Tokyo, Huitema played in 4 matches during Canada's gold medal run, including wins over the United States and Sweden.
So I kind of knew in that moment that I had a chance to kind of still find my way into the squad throughout the Tokyo Olympics, even with the disappointment of not making the squad originally. That experience definitely brought something out of me to kind of go into a tournament where everyone, all the coaches had kind of decided that you weren't good enough to be in the 18. But then you had to kind of fight that and say, I'm going to show you that I am. That was definitely tough, but I'm proud of what I had done in that tournament, and to be able to make it into the 18 was definitely a sigh of relief for me, something that I worked very hard to get to, and that the staff and everyone supported me a lot to get to. So yeah, couldn't be happier.
The team's technical staff are putting their heads together one last time before kickoff against Australia.
Okay, so in terms of the run of the day, so set play meeting this morning. This afternoon we just need to make sure we put in a key training clip for the game plan, and then I think other things to note just in terms of covering it off with sports science, line-up wise. I think big thing's going to be getting minutes into some of these out-of-season players' legs, and then how we, across both these games, I think just get a look at all the players and get the balance right with game 1, 2 and 3 in mind. So I'm thinking I'll cover the in possession more free-flowing, because we've done quite a bit of that, and then the new shape defensively, we'll work on that a little bit more, you know what I mean, in terms of getting that. And then I think the very last bit of the block would be, we'll rotate in and basically just get those who are finishing some, particularly the defending, I think. So let's make sure, like World Cup learnings, let's make sure that we get after it and we train today exactly how we want to play tomorrow. And then it's going to go pretty quick from here. 2 games away and we're off. The Olympic Games is a sprint. Now is not the time to make that water calm. Right up until the first ball rolls in the opening game of the tournament, you have to have that ruthless mindset, really tuned in for 2.5 weeks. I think you're all in.
Here we go. Brilliant.
The door's wide open for any player now to put the best foot forward, and you know, my job is going to be about picking the right team for the right opponent. To say we're just over 2 weeks from the Olympics, a tournament which absolutely has a massive place in this team's heart. You know, rich history, role models, inspiration was born out of these moments for many of the players in this squad. It's one last push.
Despite it not being an international A, it is still a very high caliber opponent that Canada will be facing here this afternoon. Of course, it is the world number 8 Canadian side against the Aussies, with much to try and figure out before the Olympics begin.
Let's get after them exactly how we're going to start every game in this Olympics, okay? Bring us, be brave, get after them.
Now Adriana Leon, who will take a shot and require a big pop stop from Mackenzie Arnold.
Australia capitalized on an early lapse by the Canadian team.
Rose to defend, and it's a shot that squeaks through Kaylin Sheridan. Very much against the run of play, but it's a well-taken and powerfully hit effort. The Matildas lead just past quarter time.
Minutes later, Nichelle Prince pounces on an Australian error.
The cast towards the penalty spot. It dribbles in front of Arnold, who puts her hand up to say, "My bad."
In the second half, Priestman looks to her bench in search of a winning goal.
Evelyn Vienne, who is wearing Shalina Zadorsky's number 4, is into the game. Right little spell for Canada, but waiting for that dangerous moment. Australia doing themselves no favors, must be taken by Vienne.
The biggest thing that stuck out, a 22-player family. Every person on the pitch and on that bench contribute to that win tonight. That is the bit that's going to take us all the way.
CANWNT 3, 1, 2, 3, Canada!
We're definitely in a great spot with this win today, and just really continue to build confidence in this group of 22. And at the end of the day in tournaments, it's about getting 3 points. So had this been game 1, we would have been walking away with 3. Every single player that puts on this jersey, it doesn't feel heavy. It feels like an honor. It's a privilege and it's fun. So we're going to go into this tournament, give it our all, and I have no doubt that we can get that gold again.
What you're seeing is a team that's willing to fight. Can't wait to get that ball rolling on game number 1 and make this country proud. And I've seen that on display in moments yesterday. We've just got to keep finding more of those moments, ready for the big stage.
Following the win over Australia, Canada closed out its camp in Spain with a 1-0 win over Nigeria in a match that was played behind closed doors. The next time Canadians will see the team in action will be on the Olympic tournament's opening day, July 25th, against New Zealand in Saint Etienne.